Okay, disappointing start, obviously. Didn't start fast enough on offense with 3 straight 3-and-outs. Lost the turnover battle, essentially 3-0. 1 on offense, 1 on special teams, and 1 on a turnover and downs, and didn't get any away off of them, and missed a lot of tackles today. I do 170 yards rushing. So no recipe in that style of game to be able to win. It's very clear. You lose the turnover battle like that week 1, that's going to point you to a loss. So we got to be accountable for that and make those corrections and get ourselves to get ready on the road next week.
In 10 points, what did you feel like was the reason you guys weren't able to do more on offense?
It's obvious, just turnovers, and we gotta get first downs and move the ball.
It didn't look like you were targeted much down the field. Is that an indication of you just not being in training camp and able to get that in the game plan, or you weren't able to, or was that just?
I don't know. You gotta ask Zach on that. I don't know.
You looked frustrated after the long one down the middle. You looked kind of frustrated after you get up.
Joe threw me to slow me down. I felt like I had an opportunity to make a play and probably score. But he slowed me down with the ball, so I thought about protecting myself as I was getting hit. That's why you do it like that.
Was that how did we never see you do that before? Is that kind of
what?
When you slow down like that?
He was protecting me, he said.
How do you feel like you worked out there?
He looked good. You know what I'm saying? There's still other spots we could work on. All of us, not including him, me, myself, the rest of the receivers, the O-line, running backs room, everybody. So.
What was the most frustrating part about today on offense?
The last drive.
Why?
Because we 3 and out.
What happened on the punt where you didn't get off the field?
You answered it. I didn't get off the field.
Jamar, you guys have started slow the last couple of years. How do you guys avoid this week 1 loss from spilling into next week and making this another 0-2 start?
Yeah, we pros, we got to forget about it, move on to the next week.
What's the number 1 thing that you feel like you guys need to fix right now?
Say that again?
What's the number 1 thing that you guys need to fix right now?
I'll just say turnovers, man. That was the biggest thing today is turnover. Turnover battle will be lost.
Do you feel like you were getting open and having great windows in the game?
I had opportunities.
Did you think the game plan was any different today because of your limited practice time?
You got to ask Zach.
How would you describe your relationship at this point after everything that happened?
Who?
You and Zach.
It's still the same.
Are you feeling better? It came out that you were sick yesterday.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. I'm about to get another IV.
What happened?
Excuse me?
Did you get sick?
Food poisoning.
Yeah. What percentage would you put yourself at today going out there? How good did you feel?
It doesn't matter. I played, bro. It don't matter.
Are you surprised, Jamar, that the offense came out so flat?
Yeah, I feel like we always start like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially the first game of the year. I feel like we should do better by now.
How do you fix that?
Welcome to the Queen City Strikes podcast. I'm your host, Ray Summers. Shout out to my co-hosts, Mav, and Foxx, man. Tell me what's up, y'all, man.
What's up, everybody? After
salute.
a poor week 1.
Definitely a poor week 1, man. Episode 73, man. Deja Vu 4, man. We've seen this before, man. You already know what the title is, bro. We've seen this movie, man. Like, we're going to just get right into it, bro. We ain't going to waste no time. Like, definitely disappointing loss, man. Bengals lose, man, 16-10. I'm going to just give y'all the cliff notes, like, of how this game went, bro. It was just a disaster from the get-go. No scores in the first quarter, bro. Almost at North Carolina. New England scored. Stevenson scored, man, a rush touchdown, made it 7-0. Had an opportunity to bring it back, man. The tight ends had 2 chances, bro. Gillespie had a dropped one in the corner. Bro, I thought it was a touchdown. I ain't gonna lie to you, but then until they showed the 4K footage.
All them replays, man.
Showed the 4K footage, showed that he dropped it. Then following that, we had an extra chance. Tanner gets the ball.
Right
I
back.
don't know what he was thinking. Had the ball up. We were talking about the stripe rewind. Had the ball up like
I believe
this.
he was trying to extend to get across instead of more focused on the first down. I think he was trying to get the score.
Man, you got to secure the ball. You get inside that 5. You got to, man. I hear that though, man. I definitely hear that. Like that is
He
definitely a
went straight for
possibility.
the punch too, like.
Literally, bro. Came out. Following that, man. Field goal answered on that, man. Patriots up 10-0. After the 3 and out in the start the second half, they punted it out to us, man. Charlie Jones fumbles. Patriots get the ball back. End up getting another field goal. Also, that happened into this this whole sequence, man. We ran a 4th and 2 play that we're talking about in the stripe rewind to Yoshivas. That didn't clear out. Didn't understand that at all, bro. Also, we finally get on the board, man, with 1:10 left, man, in the third. 9 plays for 90 yards, man. Zach Mall scores. Shouts out to him, man. It made it 13-7. Patriots still up. Following that, Patriots get a field goal with 8:46 remaining in the fourth quarter, made it 16-17. Bengals hit a field goal following that with 6 minutes and 14 seconds left, made it 16-10 Patriots. Bengals had a chance, man. Had a chance. Defense got the ball back with 3:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. They couldn't get the first down, man. They had it at 4th and 5 on the 15-yard line, bro. And this what killed me, bro. When they gave the ball back to the Patriots, it was still under 2 minutes. It was probably about like 2:20, 2:25-ish. They ran the first play. It was a run play. Made it 2nd and 5. I don't know why. Zach decides to call a timeout instead of using a 2-minute warning.
Right.
That's a free timeout. I ain't understand that at all. Going forward, man, like I said, Patriots ran the clock out after that. Curtains. Final 16-10, and here we are, man. And this is what I got to say, man. Like, I don't know what the vibe is going on the squad, and I'm gonna go hot and then I'm gonna cool off. But I don't know what the vibe of the team is right now. I know it's a lot going on with, you know, the Jamar Chase stuff and like the Higgins stuff and like the team as a whole. But yo, they are like 1-10 on weeks like 1 and 2, bro. Like that has to change, man. And it's the 5th season under Zach Taylor, and this shit's still going on, bro. They were too conservative at the beginning, bro. It seemed like it was zero aggression, no sense of urgency, man. Because like I said, the first quarter, it was just literally tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat. And then, like I said, the second quarter, Patriots finally scored. And then, yeah, it just kind of went from there. We also had some fumbles, bro. I believe Burrow fumbled early. He got it back, thank God. Also, Charlie Jones that we talked about on the punt return, he fumbled, and Tanner. And then also we turned the ball over on that 4th and 2 we were just talking about. So they turned the ball over maybe like 3 times. So it's just like, how are y'all feeling, bro? Because it's like, no, we shouldn't panic. Just one game. Like I said, we've done this before, yo. It's a lot of room for improvement, man. Anything can happen. We got a long season. I get everybody's frustration on the fan base, but this what I will say, man. Just seeing how that looked at the game yesterday, Chase did all right. He was getting covered a lot by that rookie corner, which I was shocked at, like how he was covering him. But it just kind of shows you, like, if T. Higgins was available, I think that game kind of been like more different than what we've seen, because outside of Chase, Irwin wasn't getting no space. Yoshi Voss was having trouble getting space. And Charlie Jones wasn't really doing much. So it's just like, and then the tight ends, they were having trouble just on ball security. So it's just like, for the folks that kind of want T. Higgins gone, you're kind of getting an insight on what it will look like if he was gone and it's just Jamar Chase, because it's just like, they're going to double Jamar. And then now what you got available, you just got the tight ends, the running backs, and the running backs, they couldn't figure out who was going to be the main one until whoever got hot, and which was Zach Moss. He got hot. So how are y'all feeling, man?
Ron, I'll let you take it because I have a feeling I might get a little winded.
All right. I don't know, man. We just got exposed. I mean, we was out coached. We got outplayed. We was at home. This was our time to, I guess you could say impose our will. And they came through and smashed us. Like in all area, they did what they wanted to do. The game plan for them was to keep Burrow off the field. So,
Which they did.
The run game was crazy, like you said, thank God it's only week 1.
Yeah.
We seem to go down this rabbit hole every year. So we're gonna have to see, like, we already know who's on schedule next.
Right. We'll get into that later.
I guess the next 4 games, I think that was a winnable game.
Hell
Kansas
yeah.
City, that's up in the air. The next 2 games is winnable games. You got, I think, Washington and Carolina or something like that. So if this is what you're gonna do against New England, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I don't know. I thought this was the perfect opportunity to kind of like fine tune our weapons, stuff like that, but it just did not happen. I mean, like you said, receivers wasn't getting open.
I mean, we could say the play calling was a little
calling
trash.
was
Yeah, that played a big role into like the performance was the play calling. Because
I don't know. Like you said, like Yoshi wasn't, Charlie Jones wasn't getting open. I don't know why we didn't play the young boy we got from Alabama.
You might as
I'm
well.
concerned, like, what's going on? I thought he could have easily moved into the slot and been like your number 2, but I don't know.
I would have tested out everybody in this game. No
Why
joke.
not? I mean, nothing was working. He didn't see the field though, like, so I don't know. Play calling, like you said, is suspect. I'm concerned. Is it the play calling or is it our fearless leader? I don't know, man. It's we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen. Something got shaken.
Take it away, man. Take the wheel, bro.
Here we go. Here we go.
No, first and foremost, this was just entirely sloppy. Coming out of the preseason, we already know this has kind of been the MO during Zach Taylor's tenure. This just kind of shows, and I'm just going to be honest with it, how soft the coaching staff is, how whack the ownership and organization is for allowing all of these distractions that has happened during the preseason. During this tenure, there has not been a quote unquote normal preseason yet in the past 5-6 years. So the whole thing, it all started after the Super Bowl and the season ended with the T. Higgins situation and the franchise tag, and then it progressed from there to the Jamar Chase situation. Most of the story has been about that and also Joe Burrow's wrist. You allowed all this stuff to happen, and I'm going to put it in those terms. When you are kind of changing the way the offensive your producers go. You have a new tight end in Gesicki. You now have a new running back in Zach Moss. So you lost a continuation that you had with Mixon. You now have a new offensive coordinator. So some of the things are going to change. There's not as much familiarity with everything. And the main focus has been all this extra distraction that's been going on. At least this time in the preseason, Burrow did see a little bit of action, but that was more so just to make sure his wrist was game ready. Watching this game, I did miss the first half due to a soccer game that I was coaching. For the second half that I got to watch, what I saw from Burrow, if I want to talk about the wrist situation, is if you look at his stats, I want to say it's the first 16 out of his first 20 passes of the game did not even go past 5 yards. So we weren't even trying anything really intermediate, nothing deep. We weren't trying to stretch the field. All this talk with Jamar Chase and the contract and rumors about snaps and this, that, and the other, he was only targeted 6 times. There was also with Burrow, what I could tell just from watching, for whatever reason, we know him to be a cerebral assassin, if you will.
Yeah.
And he seemed to be like really lost in this game. It didn't seem like he really knew where to throw the ball. He didn't really know what decisions he wanted to make. There was a couple sacks he put himself into.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to sit there and put more blame on the offensive line right now. But if you also look at the pass rush stats and everything else, I had it down here. I don't want to miss the exact wording with this, of course. For whatever reason at the moment, I can't find it. But
I think they sacked like 3 times.
It was like the third best pass protection Burrow's ever really had.
Mm-hmm.
As far as, rankings go and game for the amount of pressures that he got. So, and also just back to fundamentals, the missed tackling stuff, the fumbling the football, just all across the board, it was just sloppy as can be. And it's a sad day in football when out of your football team, you kind of want to wonder if they would have been better off playing in TQL Stadium, because the ones who had the best games of the day were the kickers.
Facts.
McPherson, of course, Money Mac, and then you had the monster punt,
80 yards,
undrafted rookie punter, and it actually bounced exactly the way he wanted it to, just like a yard further, and caused it to be a touchback. Otherwise, he would have pinned him at the 2 on an 80-yard punt.
That's insane.
So that's kind of sad that we're bragging about that part of the game.
Yeah.
Hey, who ate their pasta before the game? I'll tell you that.
A lot's gotta change. I did not like anything that I saw with the way that, they already know how they've played and started out the gate the last few years, and to still come out and lay an egg like that there's no excuses for it.
It isn't, and we can't make excuses for them really like that, but we've been here before, man. It just hopefully where they go from here is definitely going to be how the season goes. Like I said, Fox said it best that we got KC next week, which we're going to talk about later on in the show, but they got to figure this out. Everything that Maverick said, all the distractions, they got to figure all this out. They do, especially with Burrow, man, because I agree, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, and each time he threw, they kept zooming in on him. He here doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, like, bro, here we go, man. I'm like, he throwing the wrist.
On the sideline and talking about a brace that he wears.
I'm like, bro, like, is he cool? Like, this
might be a lingering forever issue. Like, we don't know. We have no idea.
It's just crazy. Like, he had the surgery, like everything went well, that's what they say.
So you told us.
Yeah. And then like we seeing it live, first game. Like I said, we gave y'all the stats like last week, like they last in this, last in that, like it just didn't make no sense. And when we put it all together, it's like, yeah, Jamar wasn't at like a full 100%. He's coming off an illness, but still with the weapons you got, it's just like you would think they would have created some type of game plan to get the chains moving. And like Maverick said, like it's like almost like they couldn't get a rhythm at all. When they did, it was too late. And then when they tried, and then like not even too late, it was almost like after they got the rhythm on that nine play for 90 yards, they just kind of went back like to being playing conservative damn near, and then they weren't playing aggressive at all. Like, and it kind of took advantage of the defense a little bit, because the defense, even though, yes, like Maverick said, they missed a lot of tackles, but they kept them in the game. Because like I was saying in the Stripe Rewind, Patriots could have easily had like 28 points if that would have turned in on the field goals and all that stuff would have turned into touchdowns. So it's just like
salt to the wound,
bro. Something, man. But
our former running back Joe Mixon had caught, I think, career best 30 carries, 178-yard game against the Colts, and he quote, no doubt found a better team.
Behind a better line, man.
Yeah, that line's crazy.
And like they know what to do with them. Like, we ain't gonna get into too much on that, but yeah, like I did see that, man.
That in there, add a little salt to the wound.
He was missed on that 4th and 2 play. That'd have been mixing all day. Definitely been mixing all day. But man, it's like They gotta figure this out, man. So what do you feel like this is what's causing the slow starts, y'all? Other than the lack preparation.
It's hard to say. Beside lack of preparation and piss poor play calling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Because we're looking at all the years, like at least these last five, like just with Taylor itself. It's like,
I think it falls back on Taylor. I mean, I stated that earlier.
yeah, yeah. It's like you got to get the team going, bro. It's like, yeah, like you said, the new offensive coordinator, but still, bro, it's like you should know. Like this ain't college, bro, and this ain't high school. It's like you should know what you got going into this game. It's like it's almost like they didn't even like study. That's what it just seemed like. It's like they didn't study
I'll put
nothing.
it like this: I'm not gonna quote unquote say or go as far as to say Zach Taylor has kind of lost the team, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that, I mean, I understand, the head coaches don't really know what the contract situations are with players and things like that. But it just really spoke volumes when you make a bold statement that your star receiver is going to be at practice. He's going to practice this week, blah, blah, blah. And he does show up, but late to the practice in normal street clothes and just kind of like walking by going, "What's up?" and just keeps going. Like,
Yeah.
But you know what? I've never really been, and I'm not taking anything away from Zach Taylor, but I ain't never been high on him as like, oh, he's a great coach. I just felt like he just fell into a situation where it was like, all right, I got Joe Burrow, I got Chase, I got T. Higgins. It was just a situation where it was like you had great, weapons around. So I've never seen anything where I'm like, oh, that was a great play call from him. Like, nah.
That's the thing. It's like
mediocre.
Like the first three seasons were like, okay, like Zach just starting out, figuring out things, new team, new players coming in and out, free agency and all that stuff. But it's like now you kind of got your solid core on offense. Like defense kind of changed a little bit, but you got your solid core on offense, minus like, the tight end and the running back situation. It's like, bro, like what are y'all doing? Like it just makes no sense. Like, it's season 5 for him, and it just like they just gotta figure this out. Because I know a lot of people seen enough of this stuff, man, every year. And it's like here we go again. And then like with the schedule, the way it looks, it's like, this supposed to have been a winnable game by like it should have been a really winnable game. But now it comes to next week. Now you got a lot of questions raised, and like I said, we're going to get into it. Just like what's going to be preparation for like, this coming week. Because picture Chase didn't play. Folks have been like, oh, Chase this, Chase that. People still kind of giving T. Higgins a little shade, with the hamstring stuff. Like I saw somebody tweeted to his mom, said like, "Oh, your son's hamstrings made a silly string."
That's
and
crazy.
she said your mom made a shit in reply. So like shout out to his mom saying that. But it's crazy, bro. We just got to get it figured out, man. But that's it. No need to panic. That's it. Just one game. We're 0-1. The road to New Orleans is still in the air, bro. We're still in sights with it, but losing that first AFC game, it stabs a little. But you can make it up next week, and we'll forget all about this past game. So that's what I hope.
On the plus side, Pittsburgh was the only team that won. Everybody else lost. So
that's wild to me.
3 out of 4 is 0-1. There's 16 teams in the NFL that is 0-1.
Facts, man. What's some positive, negative takes away from this game yesterday? Otherwise, they all looked good with the uniforms.
Positives kind of already stated. All we can brag about is how the uniforms looked and that we can kick the ball.
Yep. Let's say specialty. Yes, yeah, the kicker's good.
Hey, Brad Robbins need to be worried. Like,
yeah, facts.
What's his name, Brad Robbins, the punter? Is that his name, Mav?
The one we got now?
Robbins is the one that kicked it.
No, that's the rookie. Robbins is the one that's hurt.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, I got it confused. I'm tired.
So he needs to be worried. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he might be up out of there.
Somebody showing out. Showing out. But yeah, man, it ain't really really much positive, but I said like
we only lost by 6, I guess. Like, if you're looking at
yeah,
it
that's a
like
positive.
Ryan Recco is
Recco?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, down by 6.
and
Ain't
really
too much.
I mean, you think about it with that touchdown, we would have been up 1. But I mean, you gotta look at something, but I mean it's a hard way to look at it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Basic fundamentals they gotta work on.
True.
All right, so we kind of went into the Joe Burrow performance and the speculation, but overall his performance though, let's say he started out all right. Like I say he was like 5 for, started out a little hot, a lot of short passes. It was a lot of light curl routes. It was like it's only run the same
like
play.
Kirk Cousins.
So I was like,
that's all I
okay,
can say. He was playing like Kirk Cousins yesterday.
pretty much the style. But they got to figure out that wrist, bro. I'm telling you.
There was a couple throws. I know one in particular. He threw the chase, and it was a good play. But just watching how the spiral of that ball, and he had a wide open throw. That ball was wobbling like a Jordan Palmer pass.
Like he couldn't even feel his fingers tight.
It got there, but the ball, like I said, it was not a normal Joe Burrow throw.
You ain't lying. You're not lying, bro. But we'll see. We'll see going forward with him, bro. The tight ends performance, man. How y'all feel about the new tight ends? I don't think Eric. I know he got in the game. But I don't think he touched anything. I think he was just as like
the potential's there. Again, fundamentals. We're not holding on to the ball or field awareness, seeing exactly where our feet are.
For me at the same time, like we know that all the passes was short passes. If that was the case, I felt like the tight end should have been targeted
way more, probably.
Way more. I think they only had 7 targets, 5 catches. Like
the crazy thing
ever use our tight ends has been 36 yards.
What are we trying to do here? Like use the tight ends if you don't have T. Higgins. Chase is ill or whatever. Use them guys. I mean, I don't know, man.
Might have say the first quarter, I believe like they're the only ones that was touching the ball in the first quarter, just the tight ends.
Yeah.
Between Tanner and Gillespie, how you ever say his name? Jasecki, sorry. But yeah, man. I said they gotta step up, bro. They gotta step up. Going into the running backs, how'd y'all feel about them? I still need to see more
though. The potential's there with Zach Moss.
You think so?
There. It showed, yeah.
You almost got to give it time, really. But yeah.
Give it time.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that he should have been the start? I was upset with that. I'm like, why?
I'm about to say, I was with you. I said last week, I wanted Chase Brown to be the start. But we we said.
Once I seen Chase on a kickoff return, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I ain't like that. Yeah, you don't need to be risking him right. You don't need to be risking him right there, bro. I ought to put somebody else back there and then risking him right there, bro. Even though he do got the speed, but yeah, I want to put him back there.
I ain't worried about these whack kickoffs now.
But yeah, I do not like. Yo, please, I don't know who raised their hand in the meeting on that. It looks retarded. I don't like using that word really, but it looked really stupid, bro. I go from watching college on Saturday. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Like people, you seeing a lot of exciting plays. We go to Sunday opening week. Everybody standing still. Okay, now red light, green light. I'm like, bro, it looks so weird, bro. I can't get on with it. I can't, bro.
Looks like we're watching Squid Game.
It doesn't look good at all, man. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it.
Then if it goes to the touchback, you get it at the 30, like, why not I'll just take 30 yards. Like,
bro, we had a flag at the beginning of the game on some like the formation of it that we had.
I think somebody moved or something.
Yeah, some goofy
flag for stupidity.
I'm like, I don't agree with this at all, man. But yeah, with the running backs, I feel like we give it time. Like I said, yeah, I agree. Zach Moss did kind of show some potential with his play yesterday. Chase Brown, I just like maybe the holes wasn't getting big enough for him to make moves. But
the run blocking was rather weak.
Yeah, man.
What about like we did no type of those two guys are supposed to be
screen joints.
We're no screenplay. I didn't see not one screenplay. Did you?
They did one. They did one to Zach. Yeah, they did a couple to Zach.
Right, man, what's maybe I dozed off at that time. But yeah, man, I'm like, I don't know. We hopefully, like we said, it's gonna turn around. I got faith in it.
And again, don't apologize if you fell asleep. The main thing we can talk about is the jersey, the color of the jerseys, and the kickers.
Was
So
beautiful.
there ain't shit to fucking be awake for.
Look beautiful in that sunlight. All right, man. How y'all feel about the wide receivers, man? We already talked about Chase. How y'all feel about the others? They, like I said, bro,
Is it still fully participating under their contract?
rough. It looked very, very. Like I said, T. Higgins was missed in this game, bro.
I'm curious to see what would happen if Chase didn't play.
I mean, like we said, it probably been like the Titans probably got the ball.
I don't.
It is hard to see your true potential of the wide receivers that you have if you are not trying to stretch the field in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
If you are constantly doing the short plays, what full routes can your receivers really get?
Really can't. But they had one, like, bro, I couldn't believe they had tested. It was single coverage on both ends. They ran it in and out like route.
Again, they
and I was
were
like,
afraid
bro,
to try anything deep, and I really think it's my strong hand.
Bro, I get all that, but I'm just saying that shit, it was open. You gotta take some risk, man. I don't care how hurt you are, and if you hurt, say something because there's somebody on the sideline that could throw. That's like that's my issue. I was gonna
say again, we played this game was it last year? We were talking about the leg shit, and I'm 100% good to go. And now we had to play that guessing game of, well, the way Browning performed, if you would have put him in sooner, what could have been? I don't want to look back and say that same shit again this year.
Hey, I don't either. But until we figure out what's going on with this wrist, there's going to be a lot of eye openers, man. A lot of looking back and forth in his locker room like, hey, because that ain't.
Have him practice sign language and shit. Get this hand going. Get it loose.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Offense, defense, special team, performance, and grade, yo. Here we go.
Yeah.
Offense. I'll go ahead, man. Offense, man. Like I said, we just talked about it, man. Terrible start of the game. Zero, like I said, zero sense of urgency, zero like aggression. No, like. I'm just gonna get straight to it. I'm giving them like a straight F, bro. Like it's just the what you got on table. I know with Higgins, like I said, we just talked about it would have been better, but who knows if it would have been better, to be honest. Like because if the wrist is looking like that, and if it's bothering him like that to where he can't throw past like 20 yards of what Maverick was saying, we got a bigger issue on the table. So it's just like, but overall, I'm giving him the F, man. I say, yeah, Zach Moss scored. They only had 70 rushing yards. I think like the total like passing yards was 154. And they barely got to that because in the first half they weren't really doing anything. So all that came into the second half. So I don't agree with it all. Somebody go with their offensive take. We get to defense next.
I mean, it ain't much to say off of that offense. So I mean, I gotta agree with what you're saying with the Fs because we ain't do nothing. Nothing at all. Like you said, we got the one touchdown. You got it took forever. We scored in the third quarter, right?
Yep, third quarter, bro. Late in the third quarter, like going to the fourth. Like, come on, bro. It's like it shouldn't take that long to get the offense going.
Not with the weapons you supposedly have.
Yeah, man. Regardless of Chase,
it was a great 90-yard drive.
It was.
It was. 9 plays.
I give it that.
But still should have been more of that. If you can do that, why don't you do that shit, in the first quarter or the second quarter? Or they had plenty of possessions like to do it, but it just like we said, either the play calling or just the risk or something. People aren't getting open. Go ahead, Matt. What's your grade?
I'll do mine because I'm doing the offense and defense together. So I'll wait till y'all do your defense.
All right, I'll go with the defense. Defense, okay. Broken tackles. I think Dax Hill was getting like a lot of the major run plays. I seen his number trying. He's so little, bro. Trying to grab homeboy Stevenson. He even ripped his jersey, like his nails and shit. Trying to rip his jersey's breaking off him like that. Like it was so many broken tackles. the lack of coverage, like especially in the middle, like I don't know what type of. I mean, I know they're doing different schemes, but a lot of them are playing way too space. Like especially the linebackers with Pratt and Logan, way too much space. Safeties, we rarely heard their name all day. Really,
Was Battle out there?
couldn't even tell you.
I
I know
couldn't either.
Von
So
Bell.
I'm
I
thinking,
know I know Von Bell because the Patriots wasn't doing nothing really deep. It was basically the run game or the run game again with the quarterback, and then they'll pass to the tight ends, little 7-yard passes.
Mhm.
Yes, it was working, but it's just like, and the defense was getting stops. They were getting stops where it counted. I just gotta give them a D. Like it could have did way better. Even though they did keep us in the game, they had a major stop when we got the ball back with 3 minutes left, which was cool. But like I said, 'cause the game could have been way worse. Could have been 28. So I will give them that. But they got to correct all those wrongs that we just talked about, bro. Like they got to correct all that. And there was no pressure on the quarterback. That bothered me, man. Hendrickson probably had like maybe one lick. Hubbard just looked aged out. I'm sorry.
I didn't even see. I mean, he was there.
Bro.
But I didn't hear from him, man.
He looked aged out. I'm gonna add a minus to it, bro. D minus, dog. D minus, bro. D minus. Damn a D, like D minus, bro. It just that's all I'll give him on that one, bro.
For me, I'm gonna give him a C minus. Like you said, they got the stops when it, even though they was gutting us with the run and the tackling was terrible. They got the stops when they needed to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Just couldn't force it. Like you said, it was no pressure, not one turnover. How is that? I didn't understand that at all.
Mm-hmm. I will add this though. I'm sorry. I will give them the benefit of doubt of them being gassed due to the offense not creating anything.
Not moving,
I will give them that, but it's still staying in D minus. Go ahead.
I mean,
that sounds so confusing.
I can't even remember any plays where it seemed like they was going at the ball. Like, they stacking them up. I don't see nobody stripping the ball. Like you said, maybe they was just gassed. I don't know.
They almost had one. Logan Wilson almost had them on one. I don't know why they challenged it. That confused me.
I didn't understand that either. I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, because then the ref was like, Cincinnati won the challenge. I'm like, oh, we got the ball. It's like offensive.
Because he was ruled down by contact, but he did actually fumble the ball.
Yeah.
And that's what the Bengals were challenging, but I don't know why, because it did not change.
Did it move the ball at all?
Bro, we didn't even get the ball back.
It kind of looked like we had the ball for like a half a second.
Yeah.
But obviously we
Right. I'm like, I don't know what they were seeing in the press box. Like they was in Zach's ear, like, yo, throw the flag. Throw the flag. They was up there tweaking, bro. Like, yo, we got it, yo, throw the flag.
Throw that flag. Oh, come on.
All right, man.
What you got, man? What's your grade?
Go ahead, man.
All right. Well, special teams, I'm going to give an A+ for obvious reasons that we stated.
Yeah.
I may shock you with my grades for offense and defense. Because believe it or not, I'm going to give them both an A.
Huh?
Yep. For ass.
I was about to say.
That's exactly what the effort was, both offense and defensively, was just straight ass.
I was about to say, man, you might stick around after the podcast for a drug test, bro. I'm like, stick around after the show. We'll get a drug test.
They were all just straight ass. I'm not giving nobody a benefit of the doubt for being gassed, this, that, or the other, because at the start of the game, nobody's gassed, and they played the exact fucking same way at the start of the game they did at the end of the game. So I'm not giving no credit nowhere because, Grant, the score could have been a lot worse, and it really should have been a lot worse.
Yeah, man.
I still don't care. Too many missed tackles, zero pressure on a journeyman quarterback, and this, that, and the other. Crunch time of the game, you got to try to fight to get that ball back, and you're letting Stevenson just run down your throat, knowing they're going to be running the ball. I'm not giving any credit where credit's due with any of that. I'm not being soft with it.
I hear you.
No pause.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Stevenson had 25 carries, 120 yards, 1 TD. Let me see how many yards.
Too many. That's all we got to
Brissett.
say. Too many. Too many.
Brissett ran 7 for 32.
How many yards does Stevenson have?
He had 120. Yeah, bro, 25 carries. And Brissett has 7 for 32, and Gibson has 7 for 18. That's a whole 170, man. Yeah, they was killing it. What was killing about the Brissett, him running, bro? I'm like, he is so slow. Why isn't nobody getting to him? It's almost like you seeing somebody late for their flight and they carrying all this heavy luggage. All you see is his shoulders just bouncing, bro. I'm like, somebody get his ass, bro. So I'm like, I don't know, man.
I'm scared to hit him.
I don't know why, man. I don't know why. My special team's great. Yeah, I agree with Math, bro. But Matt, you gave him an
A plus.
A plus.
Dude broke a record for one, and for two,
I'll give him
one opportunity that Money Mac had, dead center from 50+ yards.
I'll give him a B minus due to I am tired of seeing Charlie Jones punt returning, bro. Like, can you he even given his bad field position the whole damn game? If you're inside the 10, just get away from the ball, let it go in the end zone. We get the ball in the 25. I feel like we'd have better field position. We probably have seen more. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we talk about the risks and everything and the play calling and how the offense looked. I mean, we don't know, but he wasn't helping with the field position he was giving us on that punt return stuff, bro. Like, he was killing us. And then he, like I said, he fumbled. That was a buzzkill. But outside of that, yes, McPherson hit the 51-yarder that kept us in the game, thank God. And then, like we just talked about, a guy hit that 80-yard punt. But that punt return, I gotta see somebody else. But I gotta see somebody else back there to because it's like Charlie Jones ain't it, bro. To be back there, that I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling with that, man. But yeah, B minus with the special teams, man. I'm not rolling.
Who could it be? Who could be the?
Well,
I have no idea who else you would put back there.
I mean, they got to have somebody on that sideline available that could run, bro. I mean, I'm sure everybody could run, obviously, but somebody that was active could have been. Let's see what they look like with this punt return.
Let's try it out.
Say Trevion Williams. I would say Trenton Irwin.
Yeah, Trevion. Yeah, Trevion was available. He was available. You're right. Who was the other one you said, man?
Trenton Irwin.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Because he's done it before.
Yeah, he did it before. I mean, we even seen him in person, doing it.
He was active.
At practice, y'all. Stay with me. But yeah, man, that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. I didn't like that, man. That killed me. I was getting mad every time, and then he fumbled, and then it turned into points, and it shouldn't have been points after that. It just kept resetting us back. So it was just yeah, man.
Man, we could try Sheldon Rankins.
Say why not?
Why not, man? You could put Burton back there. I don't care.
You got Chase Brown doing.
Let me see a defensive tackle taking a punt return. That'd be some hilarious shit.
You put DJ Turner back there. I care. Shit, somebody. I'm telling you, somebody that got the 4.2 speed, whatever.
Ivy, put him back there.
Yeah, you put Ivy back there.
He ain't getting no clock.
I'm telling you, yesterday's game, that could have been your opportunity to test out anything. Since you ain't had the right personnel, you can test out anything back there. You got all them clean jerseys on the sideline. You ain't be able to test anybody. Let's be real. It's just crazy, man. We already kind of went through the play calling. I ain't about to give that a grade at all, bro. That was just beyond. I'm with Maverick on that. It's beyond ass, straight cheeks. You want to give it a grade, Fox, bro?
Nah, we just roll.
I might say we can roll with it, man. I just hope for a better performance. Going forward, man. So during the week, after we released the show Modern Day, during the week, literally right after we released the episode, there was rumors and speculations that there was a contract talks being close, very close to a deal to where it was supposed to be signed by yesterday morning. Come to now, there's still nothing going on. So with this, the contract negotiation with Chase, what do we feel like is about to happen with Chase? How do you think his morale is going to be? His post-game conference, he looked irritated as shit. I don't blame him, but he looked irritated as shit.
Actually, it's hard to say because, like, honestly, in my mindset, I feel like you say that you want to be, and I'm not putting none of this on him. I guess he was supposed to be ill or whatever. Don't play. Like, just you didn't get no reps.
Yeah.
So now you talking about you want a contract to be the highest paid receiver. I don't see it. I mean, you have to prove it to me now. You playing. Before, when you didn't play, I didn't have anything to gauge it off of, but what you did the past couple of years. But now that you gonna come in here and play, and say we start off 0-2, just throw it out there. Now you had 3-4 cat. I know it's Burrow's wrist and everything, but like, why should I pay you all that money now?
Yeah.
So I think he had the ball in his court when he wasn't gonna play. So now I think he gonna be, like you said, he looked kind of aggravated or whatever. I think he gonna be bitter because he know it. I think he fumbled the bag. I don't see him getting not right now.
Whew.
You already playing. Go ahead, keep playing. You gonna sit out now. So now you upset. So now you're gonna sit out. You stuck. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't go back. You can't go back now. You playing. So I mean,
part of me feels like after we got done talking about it, part of me feels like, since he see what happened with Higgins, he's kind of trying to test this out to see how it's going to roll when it's his time. And then since he's seeing how it's playing out, it's almost like, I'm not going to call it one of those Carlos Dunlap type ordeals where like he's going to just start half-assing in the game. But at the same time, who knows? Like, because like we said, he want to get paid. So it's like he don't want to. If he get injured, we don't want to wish that upon him. He won't be as valuable as what he was before this. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't
know. But they got to get this under control, man, because it's probably like the last time I'm gonna bring it up until we see something like signed. But I'm with you. Like, if it didn't get signed yesterday, I don't see it getting signed at all like this year. And then it's going to be wonders on how he's going to be on the squad. Anything to add to this, man?
I'm just sick of hearing about the whole contract situation. I'm a Chase guy. I've been that, since day one, with college and that. But I don't have no sympathy for this bullshit when you signed the contract. You still have 2 years remaining on it, and you're acting like this with still 2 years remaining. I don't have time to care for this childish shit. I mean, I know there's a lot of money in that on the table. If this was next summer, I would understand it some more, because in the back of your mind, the franchise tag will be there in that. But you still have 2 years remaining on your contract. This was not an issue when you signed that contract when you were drafted. So I'm the type of guy, if you agree to a contract, stay committed to it. And I know that franchises are able, to change their end of the contract, cutting players, this, that, and the other. That's why everybody wants all this guarantee, but that's also the name of the game with the contracts. But to act like this when you still have multiple years remaining on one, it's too soon for that shit. Everybody else, they were entering their final year of their contracts.
Yeah. I'm with you. I said that last week. Go ahead, Fox.
What's the guy from Detroit? St. Brown?
Yeah, St. Brown.
Brown.
He came out the same time as Chase, I believe. So I think he kind of gearing it off like everybody else getting one with 2 years left. I think Burrows came with 2 years left, right?
I believe so.
Did he have 2 years left before he got his little max deal? I'm not for sure of it.
Yeah, but you also got to look at the timing of everything. At the moment, they are still trying to figure out the Higgins situation.
True.
So now with all the attention on the Higgins, now all of a sudden you want to play this shit. You didn't mention none of this shit after the season ended this past, few months ago, and all the way up to this
money
point.
Start talking, people. They start looking like, oh, St. Brown gonna get money like that. Like,
Jefferson getting paid, Brandon getting paid, Michael Pittman getting paid,
Tyreek. And I'll also say this again. With players, obviously they think they have all the strength and the power, and in these situations they do not.
Oh yeah, they don't.
The teams do. If the Bengals really wanted to be dicks with this, and they can do the same thing to Higgins, after Chase's contract is up, we can franchise tag you for 3 years.
I don't think they would do that because he'll be so.
But I'm just saying, if the franchises really wanted to, if
They
the
will.
players think they can want to play hardball, the franchises can do it right back. And if you don't believe that the franchises can blackball you, just ask Le'Veon Bell.
Facts.
That's true.
Melvin Gordon, choose to sit out, see what happens. But like I said last year, you better take that cut like Mixon did.
Your talent, it'll be hard to replace, but I can guarantee you, and no disrespect to Chase, but for the most part, wide receivers are, technically speaking, a dime a dozen. I mean, there are constantly star wide receivers that's coming out. And if you're going to play hardball like this, we'll find another one.
Woo! You said make another hole.
I'm just stating what the obvious is. We didn't know what we had in Higgins. Nobody else did either. We drafted him in the second round. You're able to go back in the past and redo it again. He'll be a first rounder.
Let's entertain this real quick because I've seen some folks talking about trading Chase and just give Higgins the deal.
No.
I'm like, this dude drunk as fuck.
No. But you know what? I'm
not going to say anything like that at all.
I'm not rolling with it either. Chase is irreplaceable.
I'm just stating in general, though, when it comes to the money situation, all these people, and it was even talks about Joe Burrow that we're going to try to do where we want to make our money, but also team friendly contracts so we can keep these teams together. But now everybody's going, oh, I want the max contract. I want the max contract. Okay. No disrespect to any of these wide receivers in the game right now. Have any of y'all done anything that Tom Brady did? Anybody?
Oh, we're talking about winning shit, winning wars. I mean, yeah.
How many times did he sit there and say, I want a max contract?
Not
a single fucking time. Not a single fucking time. I get he made all his, all the extra money with endorsements and all that bullshit, but I'm not counting that. I'm just stating in general. He always kept it, I'll say, team neutral with his contracts and that, and they were always able to keep stuff around.
Are you implying to Chase being selfish?
Yeah. But I'm also saying the same thing about Burrow, too.
I said that, too. I felt like Burrow should have took a little less to get them.
With Burrow taking that punishment he took, I don't know how long my career.
I don't blame for working out the guarantees, but usually that's kind of like where the bulk of it is getting your guaranteed money.
Yeah.
But when you go over for the long term and everything, I understand what everything the Burrow's brand has done for the organization. So I get all that was put in consideration, but it's just the fact thereof. Don't say you're trying to do something as a team friendly deal and everybody talks about a window, but then you want to try to be the highest paid in your position. I mean, I don't blame you. You think you can get it, okay, good for you. But if you're going to hurt yourself down the road in the long run,
Yeah, I definitely think he's kind of looking at that, like how they paid Burrow, and like, man, they got it. I mean, we all know they got it, but it's like, will they give it? It's like, I mean, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but we'll have to see.
If he was in the final year of his contract, it'd be a different story.
Right.
The fact that he has multiple years remaining, you don't need to be acting like this now.
Scary to see, man. Yeah, my day. Scary to see, man.
So just the way the actions were. The whole thing is showing up to practice late in street clothes, and stuff like that. Like, what are you trying to prove here?
And then we
already know what you're capable of doing. Supposedly, the rumors I was reading today is that he did get an offer that was actually higher than Jefferson's, but he wasn't happy with it still. That's why he keeps saying they're close.
What? Damn. I wonder if it's the years. But we'll see. I mean, we don't know. It's all speculation, man. All speculation. But following that, I mean, going with Higgins, like with this injury update, this is looking rough with Higgins right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He been dealing with this hamstring shit since 2019, bro.
Right.
Like literally, he had one October 12th, 2019.
This can be a tricky ordeal. I'll line that right up with the whole turf toe thing.
Yeah, man. Grade 1 in that 2019. December 6th, grade 2. January 3rd of 2021, he had a grade 2. January 8th, 2022, grade 1. New Year's Eve, December 31st of 23, grade 1, and then September 5th, yeah, grade 1. It's like he keeps dealing with this, bro. I mean, like, I get you. It's tricky, but the more this keeps happening, he ain't gonna see no damn like contract like that either.
It ain't gonna be what he thought. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So,
I'll be
but
the asshole. I'll be the asshole that says it. You got DeMar Hamlin, who had his heart issue happen on the field, and he was fighting and trying to get back onto the field as soon as possible, wanted to be there to participate. Dude from, I think it was San Francisco, I forgot his name, who got shot. He's trying to get himself back out onto the field.
I forgot about that.
You know, you got players that's willing, you know, trying to do their damnedest to make sure they're there and everything else and to play and stuff, and you got other players acting like this with multiple years in their contract. Sorry, this shit pisses me off.
It's crazy, man. I said, we'll see, man. But I said, to me, this was kind of expected. It just when it gets close, it's almost kind of expected, and like so. But is it right? I mean, it's not for me to judge, but I'm like, I'm with y'all.
Taken care of. He knows he's going to be taken care of, plain and simple.
I'm with y'all. He should just wait it out and see how it plays out, man.
Professional with it.
Anything else to add with T. Higgins?
I think I said enough.
All right. Up next, man. Up next, we put that behind us, man. Starting out the season on 1. Up next, we got the Chiefs away at 4:25 p.m. kickoff, man. What we got to do to win this game?
The opposite.
Everything opposite.
Facts. Everything opposite of what we saw the other day, man. Because you go into a hostile environment, bro.
And they gonna feed off of that too. Like.
Yeah, bro. It's just like we're gonna have to. Yeah, it's like they just got to come ready, man. They got to start right out the gate. Right out the gate. The run game got to be there with the passing. But we're seeing if this shit don't get better with the passing with Burrow, man, they gonna have to figure out something. They got to figure out something with that defense. They got to tackle, bro. Tackle, put pressure on Mahomes if they can, because like I said, there's lacking pressure on Brissett. But hopefully that during the week, hopefully the bettors they come up with a game plan and get some hits on Mahomes.
Safeties better get ready.
Yeah, I say they'll be working this time. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, they'll be working this time. As I said, I ain't really see really any of them like on yesterday's game. But other than that, man, I said I just hope they get a victory. Hope they walk out of it with a victory. Any score predictions? Mine's very close, man. I got
looking bad.
All right, I got 2018.
2018?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hypothetically going, we playing to the potential that I feel that we can play. 27-24.
With the dub or the L?
Ooh, now you playing with fire.
I'm just asking because I heard you all say scores, but you never said who got the dub.
Bengals got the dub. Sorry.
I'm gonna give the Bengals the dub. I'm definitely gonna give us the dub.
Yeah, Money Mac.
We can play with fire and go with the ass like that.
Yeah, I got Money Mac the game winning field goal, man.
Ooh. Well, let me hear it, man. Come on, let's hear it.
As much as I would love to say one score, I'm not going based off of what I've already seen at the moment until I see otherwise and proven wrong. I'm not living in a world with dragons and unicorns. I'm just going to be real, and they got to prove it to me. I see this as and this is me kind of being gracious. I see 33-20 Chiefs.
33-20
Chiefs?
Woo. Until I see otherwise, because the performance that I saw yesterday at home, and you're going, I'm not going to sit there and call it Burrowhead.
No, we don't.
Arrowhead.
Yeah,
they say it now.
Yeah,
and they know how you performed, and the Chiefs also have extra rest. They come out and play like they did yesterday. it's going to be a wash.
On the flip side, do you have a winning score if you do see them winning?
If I do see them winning, based off of history,
Mm-hmm.
this is going to be a dogfight to the very end.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have to give, and it's going to probably sound like a goofball score, but it is plausible, 31-30.
Okay.
Each time we play it is in that range. That three.
That's one of them goofy numbers, but I'm putting that out there for a reason.
I got you.
Anything's possible.
I got you. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, like if they come out playing like they did like yesterday, yeah, I can see that first score that you said. Definitely can see that. And that'd be a long day to watch. I see people turning the game off. I ain't gonna lie.
But either way, I'll also put it like this without giving a score. I see this coming down to where a field goal is going to win it by 1 point.
Yeah, that's what I got to two, like 2018.
If I
but
had
yeah.
to be positive, I'm going to say win it by 1 point off a game-winning field goal.
Mm-hmm. That's how I see it going down, like Money McPherson.
I mean, you just look at the history, the way these teams have played each other.
Yep, always goes down to the end.
It was always towards the end of the season when everybody is, all the rust is gone and, everything else. So there's no telling what to really fully expect in this game. I know that they have a very young receiving core in KC, but they have a lot of speed.
Yeah, they do.
And we look very sluggish.
Yeah, middle linebacker's going to be at work. Don't run across the middle. For sure. For sure. Because Rice, he was getting busy on that Ravens game. Yeah. A lot of them was, but
both Worthy too. I'm looking.
Yeah, it was getting busy.
Nothing would make me happier than for them to show Taylor Swift probably after the 105th time.
Man.
And she looks upset because they're losing.
I can't wait till we get done with that shit, bro. I'm about to go through a whole nother season of like they keep showing her out there every play.
I thought we had enough with Mahomes' wife and brother. And then now we had to move on to this.
Yeah, man.
You don't even see Mahomes' wife no more. You notice that?
Good, man. Good, man. It's just like keep it football, man. I don't really care about people's personal relations, but they make it so Hollywood when they play. It's just getting annoying. They like the Jersey Shore of the NFL type. Yeah, it's annoying, man. Anything else to add to this game? We got the scores out.
Nope. I just got 2 side notes after this is all discussed.
All right, bet. Let me get to the round of league results and we'll get into it. Today, Monday night, we got Jets 49ers tonight at 8:15. You'll be seeing this the next day, of course. Also, this past Thursday, we just got done talking about it. Chiefs Ravens. Chiefs win 27-20. The Brazil game, which I did not like at all, but I'm glad they made it home safe. Eagles Packers, man. Eagles escaped out of there with a win, 34-29. Hope Jordan Love's all right. He got smacked towards the end of the game, like with 8 seconds left.
6 weeks.
6
MCL
weeks?
Sprain. 3 to 6.
Man, hope for speedy recovery, man. Just breaking news, man. This all Rams wide receiver placed on IR. Puka Nuka?
IR?
Yeah. Buka. Yeah, he's got placed on IR. That's breaking news. That just happened just now. Just got a result on that. Let's talk about the Bengals Patriots, 16-10 Patriots. Bills Cardinals, man. Bills skipped out of there 34-28 with a dub. Vikings 28-6 against the Giants. Yo, do y'all see them booing the hell out of Danny?
What else is new?
After getting that contract, bro. Not looking good. Bears. Caleb Williams start.
The Giants or the Browns?
Oh, we're gonna get to that Browns. I got something to say about it. I saw some stuff yesterday after the game. But real quick, Bears win 24-17 against the Titans. Next game, Saints win 47-10. Blowout, man. Steelers, what Matt talked about earlier, they win against the Falcons 18-10. Dolphins escaped out with a win after this game be early. 20-17. Texans, Matt talked about that earlier as well. They win 29-27 with a win. Raiders, Chargers. Chargers won 22-10. Seahawks versus the Broncos. Seahawks win 26-20. And the Cowboys beat the Browns. We were just discussing just a moments ago, 33-17. Bro, there was a moment. I think they done with Deshaun, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. There was a moment in that game. There was a fumble. Deshaun had his hand out, bro. Just look at dude smacked his damn hand out the way, bro. On 4K. He put his chocolate hand out, bro. Dude said, yeah, smacked it. I think they done with him. I think they done with him, bro. I think they tired, bro. I know they got Jameis Winston on the sideline.
I can see him playing in a little bit.
Look how Baker doing.
Yeah, Baker looking nice. Because getting into that, he won 37-20 against the Commanders. And then this Sunday night in overtime, Lions escaped out there with a dub, 26-20. But yeah, they done with Deshaun, bro. That looked bad yesterday. And they was getting cooked.
And like I said, look how Baker doing. That make it worse.
Let me see these stats with bro.
I hope you're looking up Baker's stats.
Deshaun had 24 for 45, bro. 189, 1 TD, two interceptions. Now let me go to Baker.
Look at Baker's.
4 touchdowns and how many yards?
Sheesh. 24 for 30.
They
289 yards and 4 TDs, bro.
Huh?
But hold on. Hey, Dallas is a formidable defense now. That's Zimmer led. Don't get it. Hey, we can't just say
I ain't making an excuse for the Browns, bro.
It's week 1.
Yeah.
Now, if he's looking like that in week 3, 4, then okay, but
yeah,
Dallas ain't no slumps, like.
Oh yeah, we know they got
to see him. Hey, we gotta see him. We'll see. We gonna know. Like we had Mike Zimmer. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, spooky, man, spooky.
When our defense was out there.
Oh, Matt, did you want to do your thing? You want to keep going?
Oh, I just had 2 side notes. No.
Okay. Other news around they just picked Kendrick Lamar to perform at the Super Bowl in New Orleans this year. We'll see how that goes. Also, watch party. Shouts out to new subscribers, man. Appreciate y'all. We had a ball yesterday. This Sunday, man, the pregame mix show starts at 3:00. Power hour 3:25. Game is at 4:25. Go ahead, man.
I just had to give a quick shout out to either Jason and Brandon, whether you're watching this on YouTube or listening to it on the Audible stations. How the L feel in Big Blue Nation? That's all I got to say. And OH, I'll wait to hear the response. On a sad note that's not football related at all.
Yeah, bro.
The world has now lost the voice of Darth Vader, James Earl Jones. Rest in peace. Died at 93.
Wow.
Hey.
Oh, man. Dang.
93.
What, it just happened right now, or?
I guess earlier this morning, the news stories, they're all breaking out now.
Dang.
James Earl.
Dang, yeah. Yeah, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. A lot of people passing, man. Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. Right. Type of way.
Like, dang.
Yeah, man. Anything else to add, man, before we get out of here, y'all, man? Everybody feeling good? Everybody got out their system? Like, how y'all feeling going forward, man? You comfortable?
We just got to see. Man.
Shoulders tense?
I'll put it like
what's
this.
up?
I am comfortable for a day off coming.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you, man. I'm definitely with you, man. We all tense. All right, man. But yeah, that's all we got for y'all today, man. But like I said, don't forget, man, this Sunday, tune in the pregame mix show, 3:00, power hour 3:25, game at 4:25, only here on YouTube, Queen City Stripe channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell and also hit the like on this episode. If you like it, feel free to comment, man, on your takes and how you feel, man, about yesterday's results. Other than that, man, that's all we got to get for y'all today. I'm your host, Ray Summers, man. Shout out to my co-hosts, man, Maverick and Foxx, man. We're gonna walk out and give y'all a hoo day, man. Leave out here with some positivity.
Yes, sir.
Who dey?
Who dey? We still with it.
Yeah, man, we still with it, man. Like I said, just relax. Aaron Rodgers' voice. Relax. I said just one game, man. So got lots to go, man. The view of New Orleans hasn't gone yet. The window's still open for everybody. So we'll see y'all next week. And that's all we got, man. Love y'all. We out. Salute.
You.